Kia ora, good morning, good afternoon and evening and welcome along. I'm very excited today to be bringing you this. Humankind, but not any humankind. It is the new 1.2.116, I believe, patch. But don't let the numbers fool you. There are a few key changes. I've put them in the description and we'll talk about them throughout. A very warm welcome as well to everyone who is joining me live. There are a lot of people tuning in today. And it's wicked to see you all. A very warm welcome to you, Patrick, Somnax, Octopus, Wolf, Empire of Italy, Dragon Kings, and everyone else in the chat. Great to see you. So, today I have installed this, a custom map. You'll notice this one as well. But for today's stream, it's this. Australia, huge map. We're going to up our difficulty one difficulty at a time every stream, although I admit I didn't start with Hamlet or Town, I haven't played those. But first we did Metropolis, then we did Nation, now we're going to do Empire. Normal speed, normal world, everything's normal. I haven't changed any other settings. Let's jump straight in and try out this real world Australia map. Super exciting. Hello, Napster Blink, good to see ya. Emilian, oh, the likes, so close. Tommy Tripod, good to see you in the chat, friend. Awesome that you've finally you've managed to tune in live. Greetings from Germany, says Skydust. Hope you're good. I'm doing well, thanks. I'm doing well. All right, here we go. Sebastian, I see you. Okay, so this is the new patch, and I did put the key changes in the description, but if you want to hear about them, there are basically three. First and foremost, the AI has been buffed across the board, in terms of battle, in terms of strength, apparently in terms of a lot of things, they've been buffed. So that's the first big thing. The second thing is the scientific victory condition has changed a little bit, in that, you now need, I believe, my understanding is you need fewer technologies to trigger the end game, the scientific end game condition. I haven't tested that, but I believe that to be true. And then thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, sorry, I got distracted because my worker is auto-exploring, and I was wondering how good this would be in this version, and it looks like still pretty good. Still pretty good. The third and most significant change for many of us will be the changes to strategic resources. Specifically, right? Specifically oil and uranium. Apparently they're spawning a lot more on the map. So we're going to play an industry playthrough today, but we're also going to be focusing on our science as much as we possibly can. Because we want to try and get to the end of that tech tree, and indeed try and figure out if we have at least a lot more oil spawning. A lot more oil. Oh my goodness, did we spawn on Tasmania? No, we didn't. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tommy Tripod 3 kicking off the hype and joining the Jumbo Pixels. Thank you so much, Tommy, and welcome aboard. On the channel community page, you will find a link to our channel members' Discord. Do jump in there and say hello. It's being set up at the moment by a very kind subscriber, but it's looking really good. So please, come and say hello if you want. Alright, I've separated these guys out, and I'm gonna make them auto-explore separately, is my plan. We're gonna reach 300 likes at like speed because she said 150 was ambitious. I don't know. I think 150 is pretty ambitious. That would be close to a record, Empire of Italy. Close to a record. Hey, nice to see you made it, friend. Somnix. Oh, yes! A good point. Some wonders have also been nerfed in this patch as well. Something else to play around with. I believe also the AI's behavior in choosing wonders has changed as well. So, actually maybe quite a bit on the wonders front. What is this? Does this look like Australia to anybody? Is this Tasmania? I must be on Tasmania. This must be continental oh yeah, this map is big. What? Oh yeah, no. I was a little bit doubtful. I pressed X to doubt for a second there, but I don't think I should have. Yeah. No, this could most certainly be Australia. Okay, we can get the refugees or city defense. Let's get the refugees because that's literally an extra tribes person. Auto or Explore is so overpowered straight off the bat. You're absolutely right. However, if we're stuck on Tasmania, this might be a little bit problematic to the future of this playthrough. Should we just restart? That is an interesting question. Should we just restart because we spawned on Tasmania and we're literally landlocked on a very small island? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. It's not too late. It's only 5 turns in. If we don't like being on Tasmania, we can definitely restart. Although, maybe there's a connection over here. I won't give up hope just yet. Let's see. No. Challenge to overcome. New game. Yes. No. You guys are so torn. You guys are so torn. Yes. No. No. If we're going science, we can just tick up. Well, I mean, ideally we were going industry. This is meant to be an all-industry run. I think it could be a fun challenge. No cowardice. Do not restart or we riot. No. It's an established spawn point. Surely they're, are they not... Would I not roll through into a different one if I changed my color or something? I'm not sure. No, yes, you have copper and some resources. You should stay, make a poll. Alright, fine, we'll make a poll. Reroll. And literally, it's just gonna be yes, no. I feel like, in general, the vibe is that we should keep going. Although, Brian raises an interesting point. Restart to confirm it's going to respawn me in the same place. Also, yeah, a little bit of discovery. But I'll throw that poll up and you can have a minute to decide. While you're deciding, I will continue to play this as if this is what we're playing. You know, because it very well could be. What have we got here? We've got pearls, gold, 3 unknown strategics, 4 pearl. How many pearls are on the map? What the heck? This map is ginormous. 60 Okay, looks like you guys want no. You guys want to play this out, so we're gonna freaking play this out. Is it possible to play from here? It seems you'll be so behind. That is my concern as well. That is my concern. But we've got our Era Star, right? So actually, alright, let's play this. Let's play this. You guys voted 72% at the time of ending the poll in favor of not re-rolling. And I will live and die by your poor decisions. I will live and die by your poor decisions. So, let's choose a culture and oh my good... Whoa! Unexpectedly! What are you doing? Holy... Do not! Did that alert come up? There it goes! Holy crap, dude! Thank you so much! The megapixels! And I said in another stream, and I'll say it again, that one was literally just completed at someone's request. I had no intention that anyone would ever join that. When rolling, can you share the seed so we can play along? Of course, unexpectedly. Absolutely. Can I check the seed in-game, or is it too late? The absolute baller. Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Seriously. That is insane. Thank you so much. Seeing as we're going all industry, I think our first pick doesn't really require a lot of consideration, unless we want to play the Nubians, who are technically a merchant, but have strong industrial flavors. Phoenician seems amazing. +2 money per traders? Yeah. But I did promise the industry playthrough, so I'm gonna stick with it. We're gonna take the Egyptians. We're going to take the Egyptians for starters. If we swap out of industry halfway through, we'll do just that. Oh yeah, of course. Thank you, Sand Shark. In this case, it is a map actually downloaded from Mod.io. So you can literally play along with this map. If you have a look on my channel, you'll see I uploaded a video about how to download mods and stuff in this game, and this was the map that I downloaded in that video. Literally this map. It's called Australia Huge, and it's on mod.io. So you can actually play along. Egypt is good too, a lot of forests. Yeah, right? I think we can make these Egyptians work to our favor here.
Wild animals, you can grow lentils. Entering this era as the Egyptians then.
Okay.
No prizes for
So
getting how you plan to leave your
we do have rivers as well, which is nice. Obviously, one of our key technologies is going to be the technology that allows us to embark, right? We really need to be able to embark fairly soon. We can jump across these coastal tiles and into South Australia, which is absolutely what we're going to do. But first and foremost, we need to get an outpost down. And look at this! 821 with enough surrounding tiles to build on. Give it to me! That is fantastic. But actually, why don't you give it to me? Because you're one turn away. That probably makes more sense. Okay, here's our one city, which is Tasmania, as it were. 96 likes, that's amazing. Isn't it amazing? We've only been going for a few minutes. That's incredible. Just curious, does the AI perks have any effect when you play your avatar yourself? No, it doesn't, Zoth. That only... Those traits and behaviors only play out if the AI is your enemy, not your friend. So, unfortunately, you can't, for example, create a really overpowered AI and then play as it and reap those benefits, which is such a shame. Such a shame. But it is what it is. This scout's on auto explore and it's literally just going to dip around Tasmania while we wait, which is hilarious, but also really problematic. Let's get calendar first, I suppose. Why not? Once we get our city online. Oh! Oh my goodness, I'm gonna butcher your name, but I really want to thank you. Kotalinalius? I'm so sorry, but thank you very much for a cheeky little devil super sticker. Appreciate it. Maybe rename the cities for authenticity? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. As soon as this is established, it will be Tasmania. You can bet your bottom dollar. I will also name things after donors as well, which is something I like to do, but I'll have to be honest, over the last few streams I haven't been able to keep up. So thank you so much for your generosity. Right, let's auto-explore these guys as well. This outpost will be established. Kabwamo. Immediately shifting it into a city? I think so. And obviously renaming this the wonderful Tasmania, aka Tassie. Tasmania. Brilliant. And let's get... We probably don't actually need a lot of influence right from the get-go. So let's get our unique down and a couple of industrial quarters around it too. That will keep Tassie busy for a bit. Brilliant. Okay. Keep up the good work. Greetings from Finland. Oh, from Finland. Thank you so much for the super sticker. All the way from Finland. Been watching VODs, first time watching live. Really enjoying watching you play. Thanks, T and 2 Sugars. 2 Sugars. Yeesh. Chairs Mania. Chad Mania. Surely. Should we fang our builder thing in? Probably not, because we actually do need the little bit of science. Look at these poor boys. Oh, this is going to cost us. Okay, so we have the Mycenaeans, the Hittites, the Harappans. 3 really powerful cultures that have just bursted onto the scene. Okay, technologies. Really, really, really of the utmost importance that we embark first. Where is the earliest embarking technology? I feel like it's kind of late, right? Is it sailing? Surely we embark earlier than that. Extra coin from the harbour. Naval spawn. Allows units to embark without any movement point cost. So fishing allows units to embark without any movement point cost if we can get a harbour online, which we will. So maybe that's our quickest avenue. I mean, or it's trade expeditions. But yikes. the classical era. Are you for realsies? I mean, we can get this boarding vessel earlier than that. The wheel will get us our unique. Not that we need that. I think we go through to fishing, right? I think so. We can't get the tech to embark until we reach the classical era. Is that right? You're awesome, watching from Tennessee, USA. Wow, thank you, my dude. Whoa! And thank you, whose alert is hopefully about to go. There we have it! Hey, Sat M, thanks for the $5 super chat donation. Wow, Sat says, a big issue at the release of Civ 6 was the inability of the AI to fight and win wars. I heard similar complaints about this. Do you find it better? In a nutshell, no.
I'm not sure I understand.
In a nutshell, it's actually not that much better. But it's sort of a game of two halves. The AI is actually pretty competitive in many ways, but what often lets it down... we're going to just disband some of these guys because we don't need them to explore, so let's add them as population in here. Let's literally just throw everybody except one dude into Tasmania to help that grow. So to answer your question... They are incompetent still, and you will still outclass them, and particularly in manual battles, they'll make just, like, blatantly incorrect or stupid attacks. However, if you up the difficulty and ensure that they can keep up with you technologically, you can have a reasonable fight. In a nutshell, better than Civ 6 at launch, but not perfect. Rutra, only 14 minutes late. Good to see ya. Sorry, I can't stay. Just wanted to say, hey, Kingston. The AI doesn't understand how to defend and still won't after this patch. Defense is an issue for them. Yeah, defense is a big issue. Not so good at defending, it would be fair to say. Particularly if you just hold the high ground. One of my favorite moves, Anakin. Hold the high ground, and they will just... roll over, basically. We also want to queue up all of these resource improvements. Let's hook up every single pearls known to man in this city and start to become really profitable. We'll get the granary online as well. We're going to build up a super Tassie, as the Australians would say. I'm really tempted to use the builder affinity, but it will drop our science to 0. And I don't think we can afford to do that just yet. You, hold here. Hold here. You will get over to this new world. It will just take some time. 3-digit likes already. Oh, thank you guys. You are outstanding. Absolutely incredible. 5 pearl deposits. Isn't that nuts, Bobo? 1 territory, 5 deposits. Do you usually play on the live version or do you play on the beta version? Usually play on the live version, Helios. Usually the live version, just for stability's sake. It's no good if I'm playing on a beta version, particularly in a stream, right? And it's crashing or stuttering. I need to play on the most reliable version. But when I'm testing and making update videos or videos about Humankind news and developments, then I'm absolutely playing those beta versions. Absolutely. Think of late game fighting. I personally find it very annoying that units don't fight back. Yeah, I actually haven't struggled so much, Psycho, with units not fighting back. My thing that I found with them is that they fight back too often. Too often they're running at me when they shouldn't. Kia ora, no name. Kia ora. Alright, we're getting lots of good stuff up in Tassie. It is starving because I threw too many people at it. So perhaps we throw in extra food. Wow, we actually really need a lot of food specialists here. Don't we? Does that actually doesn't hamper my production, so we might just have to throw 3 people on food and then work on building some more adjacent food districts down here. We really do need them. We really need these jobs. Let's chuck one ahead, finish that artisan's quarter with money, and then pump out 2 more farmers ones. I think that's going to be our play. Oh, Van Excel, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $2 tip, my friend. Super appreciate that. That is wicked. Thank you, dude. Thank you. That excitement on that little character that just popped up, that is literally me, and that is how excited I am. Thank you so much. Domestication. Why did we get domestication? Oh well. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to have horses and animal barns. Anyway, now we're going to beeline through carpentry, fishing, and then into sailing if we have to. But definitely carpentry and fishing. We need to get off Tasmania! Oh my goodness, we're literally like the Australian convicts stuck here on this island. I have an idea. If you're locked into Tasmania and are an island, you could be the Britain of Australia. Get the strongest navy. That is a fun idea, Empire. Maybe we play to our advantages here. Maybe we do. Land unit and naval unit cost. I think here we want forced labor, even though it's going to give us a stability penalty. We're going to have to ride the stability as low as we can. I.e., let's not worry about it in the early game. I'll put this guy on auto explore. Maybe there's some discoveries popping up in the fog here that he might find. But more likely, he's just going to bounce around on 2 tiles on the top of Tasmania. So we'll just leave him to do that. Anyone else having issues with the game conking out around turn 150? Zoth is. I am not, but we shall see. This is a huge map, so if this is going to test any issues in this patch, it'll be this one. However, the fact that we're literally landlocked on Tasmania isn't going to help us test that anytime soon. But we shall try. We shall. Look at this dude. Oh my... Honestly. These people up the top, bro. What are they doing? Tassie is working on getting all of these pearls connected, which is wonderful to see. An additional 4 stability per pearls, and +1 money on traders. Man, the full industry run could almost be ditched here in favor of naval and trade again, but that's what we did last time. Okay, we get to claim a wonder. Does the Hanging Gardens of Babylon still give you the super overpowered wondrous effect? Because if it does, I'm going to take it hands down. The minus 20% district cost is pretty strong too, though. I wouldn't want to sleep on that. I don't really want Stonehenge. And to be honest, I don't really want Temple of Artemis either. Is it possible to get more than +1 pop per turn? No. This is the new patch. The new patch is live. It does? Sweet. It still counts. Okay, well, we're absolutely taking the Hanging Gardens of Babylon then. And we're going to probably put it on... I guess it doesn't matter. We could put it on gold because there's... Or we could put it on pearls. Pearls will provide plus 10% money and plus stability. This will provide plus 5% money. Okay. Okay, we'll go for pearls. We are the Pearl King, after all. So we'll probably build the Hanging... we'll probably build Babylon on pearls, I would say. Yes, you're right, Yankai. When there's nothing to do in range, they literally just bounce around. And because we can't send them off onto this world, which I am actually getting a little bit anxious about now, we've passed through quite a lot of the game. We're 36 turns in. The expansionist AIs will be running rampant like the British colonists who colonized Australia right now to grab as much of that land up there as they can. I don't like that one bit. Part of me thinks... maybe I just stay away from continental Australia and we just pop up and see if New Zealand is here. But maybe that's my personal bias. In case you don't know, I literally live there. So, could be an issue. Hanging Gardens are pog if you get them and have a lot of good resources. It's especially broken with dye at the start, says Stephen. Hopefully our pearls can do it. Hopefully our pearls will help us. Or do I want to jump straight into it, or do I want to build up my industry a bit more? I reckon maybe we build up a little bit more industry first. Just a little bit. Like, what have we got here? +1 industry on forest and woodland. That's really strong. Let's get that infrastructure at least. Maybe, what are my citizens like? We're still growing, but it's pretty slow. But at +3 food, I mean... do we care? Do we actually care? Let's get one more of these bad boys down. Let's buy the granary outright, finish that up, and then pop down the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. What are their spawn requirements, actually? Oh yeah, on the luxury. Right. Oh dear. Looks like it's obviously going to have to be gold because we can't build it in the ocean on our pearls. I'm a noob. Build garrisons around the island. Should we just turtle up? A single territory. Build a navy and put New Zealand into lockdown. We'll force lockdown. Alright, looks like we're going to have to build it on gold. Because of course we can't build it on pearls. Because I'm a massive moron who thought that I could build the Hanging Gardens of Babylon in the water. Right? Literally, Brian. They're not the floating gardens. So, let's get it on gold. It's still a nice effect. It's still a nice effect. I'm totally happy with that. But I will get this infrastructure in place first. Brilliant. Okay. Venetian single game from Tasmania. Sinking Gardens of Memphis. Referring to gunner units being ranged units and therefore the enemy not fighting back. Oh, right. Oh, interesting, Psycho. No, I actually quite like the way that the gunner units behave. I think they're powerful and they should be, because that was a massive step forward technologically, and I think that it's carried through. In terms of how the AI behaves with them, to be honest, I'm not quite as sure, because usually when I'm fighting the AI with guns, they don't have them. Let's introduce cats into Australia. What could possibly go wrong?
And now you
What could go wrong with introducing cats onto the humble island of Tasmania? Nothing, I say. Nothing. We've actually met someone. Let's trade with them.
competing empire.
Let's definitely trade with them. Yeah.
A gasp of
Let's start trading. Okay. Okay, this is bad.
and perhaps
Ah, shit! Oh, this is bad. You voted for this, but don't worry. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I think there's going to be a way around this. It is going to involve a slight change of plan. Continental Australia is out of the question unless we take it by force, which we could still do. Uh-oh. Stephen, uh-oh, is right. It's a big uh-oh. And it's their capital. It is literally their capital. Maybe we have to take that by force. The other option is we say, see you later, we build up garrisons along this border, and then we pop over here to where I'm thinking must be New Zealand as the new world. So all hope is not lost. There will be a continent that hasn't been established. We could go as expansionists and trespass. There's another idea, Average John. Drop some rabbits on them. Alternatively, ready the men. Ready the men. I'm just going to... I'm just gonna quickly change the title of the stream so it better accurately reflects what we're dealing with. Which is, let's be real. This is sort of a Tasmania landlock. I mean, it's a sea lock, but sea lock means nothing, so I'm going to call it a landlock. Yep. This is problematic. Well, that's a restart. 72% of people voted not to, so we're going to persevere. Expansionist is good, yeah. And then trespass through. This is why we need a strong navy as well. I agree. We're going to leverage off some strong boats. Already 20 likes away from the goal. Stop it. Oh my, there's so many people watching live. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with me today. The channel has grown a lot over the last couple of weeks, and it's times like these that I really enjoy because I get to directly talk to you as best as we can. So welcome to new viewers as well as old. It's a pleasure. Absolutely marvelous to have you here. Merchant Era Stars, we're going to get quite a lot of those, but more importantly, we need to get these builder ones online, and the Hanging Gardens will slow me down a bit. Let's spam through this Maker's Quarter anyway. That'll get us one more Era Star. 17 turns on the Hanging Gardens. It might be worth delaying them. The benefit, after all, is relatively small, right? Cheers from Poland. It's a nice stream to chill out to. Oh, brilliant. Love your channel. How easy would a no-war win be? I think we could do it. I think we could absolutely do that, Alan. Jose. Alan, rather. What difficulty is this? We are playing on, I believe, Empire today? One higher than what we did last time. Basically. We're one higher than what we did last time. There's a farmer's quarter built there, but it's, like, not a great spot for one. But I don't want to get rid of it because we probably need that job. Let's surround our district with another Maker's Quarter. And prioritize these. We're not growing very fast either, which is also problematic. I should probably straddle some growth in here. A shame that we can't put it on the river, but probably not the end of the world. We'll try and sort of stagger a couple of foodie things out this way. Maybe shift them as a priority, sort of lace them through. Let's do that. I like that quite a lot. Oh, we do have this copper here as well, which I don't think we can build the improvement for yet. Maybe we can. I think Tasmania needs to prepare the emus. It's the only war Australia's lost. Seems like a fun situation to try and fight against, though. Yeah, I agree. We've ended up in a strange situation. Why on earth don't you have as many thumbs up as viewers? Everyone press the thumbs up, please. Thank you, Zoth. I appreciate it. What if another empire is landlocked in New Zealand? My understanding, Bobo, and I haven't tested this, so I could be wrong, but my understanding is that New Zealand is the quote-unquote New World continent on this map. So in every map in Humankind, provided you don't change the default settings, there will be a continent where no player spawns. My feeling is that that will be New Zealand. I mean, clearly it's not Tasmania. It's clearly not Whoa, gold. Holy moly. Sorry, I'm just drooling. Yeah, I think it's New Zealand, because I doubt it's continuing to Australia. Obviously it's not. It's not Tasmania. It could be something like Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, up north of Australia, if they're in the map. I'm not sure. But my feeling is that New Zealand is going to be it. Yeah. Of course, getting there is another problem entirely. But we shall. Sorry, I forgot smiley face. It's alright. Free dimension. Gave it a thumbs up twice, Darkstorm. Impossible. We hit the goal. Does that mean I need to set a new one? I don't even know what to do. This is insane. There are nearly 200 people watching us. My goodness gracious, you guys are absurd. You guys are absolutely mad lads. And every other mad thing. I'm gonna be cheeky and push for 200. That is the last thing I'll push for. Captain Salty says 300. If we get that, I'll eat my hat. Maybe I won't. I'll at least nibble on it. Okay, there's a lot of gold up here. Take the gold. I agree, Lucas. If Jumbo was so happy getting 100 likes, how does he feel now? He's ecstatic. He's ecstatic, even. High chance of good consequences for 20 bucks. Or sacrifice some food on Tasmania so they can build units. Unfortunately, we're not quite ready to harness that, so let's go with the good consequences for 20 bucks. Let's also pump out some farmers' quarters with our money. It'll give us some more jobs to work, which means more farmers, which means more growth, which means more people in Tasmania. Wouldn't have hurt to be the Harapans. Do you have a Twitter or some kind of social media I can follow for later streams? Yes, I do! All of my socials links are in the description of this video and every video. I've actually now finally added them to every video. People ask me and I just have been too lazy to do it, but now they're throughout. And yes, I do have a Twitter. It's the best way to reach me outside of YouTube. Why not follow along for some really average tweets, Jose? Some really average tweets. And there's the notification. Brilliant. My Twitter is so small, I actually have notifications on still for everything, so that's how that is. May need to move some pop to science. Yeah. Should we chuck 2 scientists in instead of growth? Now we are shrinking, which I don't like. Which makes me want to swap this industrialist out, but then I have no industrialists. But alright, let's go 2 scientists. Let's really beeline here. Good call. Good call, Quinn. I will take your advice. I'm torn. I'm going to start a new game myself, but I want to watch the stream and I don't have 2 stream. Oh no! Cell phone? Question mark?
5 makers' quarters.
I only just got a second screen, and I shit you not, it was literally for free on the side of the road. That's how desperate I was. I was like, ooh, and I just got, it's a dreadful monitor, but I use it to put chat up on, so I can actually see all of your messages a lot easier now. Up until now, I'd had everything on my phone, which not only has a cracked screen, but also is a bit old. And so I was like trying to read your messages. It was a disaster, but now it's much better. What the heck? Oh my, what is going on? Oh, Andre Swenson. Thank you so much. 2 megapixels in one day. What the heck is going on? Thank you so much. Andre, welcome to the channel members, but not just the channel members, the megapixels, which again was one that I literally just created, not thinking anyone would ever do it. That is just shocking. Thank you so much, Andre. Oh my goodness. Andre. Wow. Thank you for supporting me and the channel. I really, really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. And I've just got like not a million, I've just got 4 notifications. Thanks for following me on Twitter, you 4 absolute mad people. Town, Pomo, Alan, and Dark. I see you. My iPhone 5 sees you. My iPhone 5 sees you. When will Venice... Oh, never. Don't even talk about that. That one is just that one is even further a joke. Howls at the moon. Can they cross the harbour? Hey, okay, so now we can get our harbour online. This is a big deal for us, so we're going to prioritise that. I'm actually probably also going to throw these Should I throw everyone at it? How fast can we build it if I say... actually not that much faster. Look at that. It's only like an extra 2 turns. We'll just buy it with gold, I think. We'll probably just buy it with gold. So that's fine. We'll just let it queue up for a couple of turns and then we'll get it. And I think we still want to push for sailing here, right? I think so. Oh, and Alan! Alan the Enraged himself. Welcome to the Mini Pixels. New channel members, do check the community page. There's a link to the Discord, and it would be wonderful to have you in there. Thank you so much, Alan, and welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, I was just having a drink of coffee, but I didn't mute my mic. I hope that wasn't absolutely revolting. If you lose naval dominance, it's okay, because if you lose the foothold, expansion in Australia will be impossible. Yes. I think you're going places. Damn. Where am I going? Probably nowhere. You're my only humankind creator. Oh, brilliant. Love it. That is wicked. Thanks, Alan. Interesting to hear. I don't know how much it is in US dollars, no name. I only created it because someone asked me to. I think it might be, it's something ridiculous. Like, it's like 50 or something. It's nuts. I literally would not recommend. It was literally just a special request. Oh, sweet. We got the plus 10 food. That was for our 20 gold that we spent earlier. That's a good spend. That is a good spend. This money dude is making not really enough for us to warrant having them, I don't think. So I think we'll keep up with our 2 scientists. And, again, I'm being offered these military techs, but we're just not quite ready for them. We're not quite ready. I think we'll grab the food because we could really use plus 5. We're literally only getting plus 9, so plus 5 is actually a really big deal. Sorry, we're not just getting 9. We're earning 9 from the city, so plus 5 to Tasmania is, relatively speaking, a pretty good deal, right? It's like a 60% increase. That's pretty impressive. We'll take that. We will absolutely take that. Desperately waiting for this harbour to come online. I'm just watching this tick up turn by turn. So close to funding it. So unbelievably close. What are we at? 300 gold and 800. Okay. Next turn. Come on, baby. Oh, the anticipation. The anticipation. We should get this unit ready. Right? Over by the harbour. I don't think it actually even needs to be over by the harbour. The Unknown has gained renown as a merchant level 1. That doesn't really impact me, so that's fine. Oh, you tease. Next turn it is. Station that unit right by the harbour. The harbour of Hobart! I saw you! Do you like this better than Civ 6? Yes, Steve, I do. Just a blatant, straight up, cut through the fat answer there. Yes. Yes, I do. Increased industry or increased food and unit production. This one is tough. I think we'll still go with forced labor just because it's so powerful. We'll still go with it. This is an interesting experiment, isn't it, Stephen? This is fascinating. I really want to see... It's such an odd game. Okay, bam. There's the harbour.
Expanses of the vast blue seas, great voyages and discoveries.
Okay, we keep going with our quest to make it into the sea. I think if we get the boarding vessel here with sailing, boarding vessel applies boarded status to targets. This should be it. If not, we have to then go through to the next technology in the next era to be able to embark. We're turning into... We're probably also, interestingly, as is throughout much of human history, we're probably becoming like kind of a weird subculture, right? Because we're isolated here on the island of Tasmania. And so we're probably developing, much like New Zealand has with the rest of the world, we're probably developing a strange accent, weird, like idioms and like sayings and phrases and just all sorts of strange stuff probably. What I'm saying is we're probably turning into isolated weirdos, basically, is what I'm putting down here. We definitely need the plus 5% science, so we're absolutely going to shift our society toward progress. I guess we get the minus 50% create outpost as well to keep us really... Or do we go full progress? Yeah, let's go full progress. We're just going to yeet ourselves right the way out onto the right-hand side of the tradition versus progress axes and just hurdle ourselves towards extra science and hope that it works. I think boarded is something you apply to another ship. That is disappointing. I haven't played around with it. The boarded effect is it just for combat? That is so disappointing. Thankfully, we do still need to get these technologies eventually. Maybe, fishmonger plus 3 money on harbour. That is useful. I'll stick with it, but let's go for wheels next. Or do we... It's a tricky one, right? Because also, like... Maybe we just focus on grabbing these ones at hand. Forced labour could be really powerful for us first. Let's also grab forced labour and irrigation. I'll bounce around here, grab some of these earlier ones, try and tick ourselves up. Because I don't think it's literally just a matter of beelining, but rather choosing what works, right? Speaking of choosing what works, let's choose our next culture. This is going to be an interesting pick. So, we won't transcend. We've lost the Persians... Wow, okay. We've lost quite a lot. As you might expect. So, we could transcend with the Egyptians, but I don't think we'll do that. I think we really need to try and get as strong as we can here as this isolated Tasmanian culture if we want to do well. So, let's ditch our just industry run and now try for something stronger. Plus 2 money on tiles producing money. Plus 1 money per territories under our religious influence. Not quite as good. Carthaginians. Plus 3 industry per adjacent coastal tile. We are Tasmania, bear in mind. Plus 2 industry per lake. Also, plus 1 workers slot. A fantastic district. Carthaginians has plus naval speed or strength. We could try the Goths. Combat strength when ransacking. We could raid them from the coast or the Romans. Plus 1 unit slot on army and reduced upkeep. I think the Carthaginians are actually a decent pick here. Yeah. I'm hearing you guys in chat call for Carthage. I will just quickly throw in a poll because this is a pretty significant decision, even though there aren't a lot of massive benefits. I think that Carthage is probably our go-to. The other option would be to transcend with the Egyptians to earn our Builder Star fame faster. And then I think the third option... The plus 2 money on tiles producing money... Plus 1 money per territories under... The trouble is we don't have the religious benefit, which I think means we ditch them altogether. I guess our third option is probably we go for the strongest unit we can get and invade, which probably means the Romans, who are expansionist, right, can forcibly annex territories, not cities, occupied by Empire's outposts and administrative centers, and we can always trespass. So the third option here is to go with the Romans to grab the expansionism. I'm going to throw that up in a community poll. I'm very quickly just going to go and get a refill of coffee, throw you onto the BRB screen so you can see chat, and I will be right back momentarily. Please give me a vote. Tell me what you think. My inkling is Carthage, but I want to know. Let me know, and I'll see you in a minute. Righty ho! How are we doing? I just see Let's Make Jumbo Cry in the chat. It's the first message I see when I get back. Hey, Block. Nice to see ya. Nice to see you, Block of Chalk. 200. Did we make it to 200? Nah, we didn't. It's still a 1. Okay, what did we decide as our vote? The chat came back and voted with a total of 86 votes. So around half the people who are watching live, more like a third, have voted. And Carthage is the winner. Carthage got 68% of the votes. So over 2/3 of people voted for Carthage. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Coup. People don't even know what the coup is anymore. Yeah, the island landlock is an absolute roadblock. Alright, over onto the live screen we go. Thank you, No Name. And we're going with Carthage. So we can buy constructibles much cheaper, and we get this really sick harbour district. It's a shame we don't have many territories to build them on. This is the real downside, isn't it? This is the real downside. Literally only having Tasmania. But let's see how it goes. Okay, we got the sailing. So we got that boarding vessel, which, as we know, isn't actually very useful for us. So that's fine. Here's our unique. Where do we want it to actually make it most beneficial? So, it counts as a farmer's quarter, a market quarter, and a maker's quarter. +3 industry per adjacent coastal water or lakes. So we want to get as many coastal water tiles near it as possible, but also land tiles, because it counts as for the adjacencies. So where can we get as many around it as possible? Actually, the game is pretty much bang on. That is probably the best spot, right? I mean, we could go here, we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Yeah. Yeah. Let's take that. Brilliant. I do also note that our stability is declining a little bit. But we maybe won't worry about that just yet. Coastal water in range of 2 spaces. It's still about the best we could get. If we have this territory, of course, we can combine them. So I'm very keen to take that. We are now a merchant as well, which gives us our merchant affinity, which we could... Well, I mean, we don't really need to activate it, do we? Can we use it? No. Because we don't have the territory. Okay, we've got slaves. This is good. Well, you know, within reason. I think we probably... Oh, we could go for the extra combat strength if we want to get a bit jousty. But I think for the time being, let's go. Let's buff our commons quarters down the line. But more importantly, get a little bit of extra food. Criminal slaves. You gotta love criminal slaves. Hey! Max! Thank you, Max! The jumbo pixels as well. Go you! Go you wonderful you! Max, welcome to the channel membership. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. Okay. That's fine. Greeks, merchant level 1, that's fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, text screen. Trade expeditions. I think I almost want to beeline it. 7 turns. I think honestly, let's just cancel masonry, cancel irrigation. Let's just go straight for trade exhibitions, okay? 20 turns. We have to. We just have to. We don't have any choice here. New patch, who dissed some guy? Yeah, don't quote me on that, Bobo. that is a... I did not say that. That is not me. That ain't me, Chief. Research doesn't seem to be any better. It's a pleasure watching someone who's half decent at 4x. I love them, but I'm still average. Yeah, and I am definitely no better than half decent, so do not rate me any higher than that. Oh, look, and we really would love to get this iron connected as well. The Tasmania start has absolutely shafted me. But if we can make it to New Zealand, maybe we can do this. Let's go with the extra production. Right, so we've hemorrhaged a little bit of stability here. And now our building queue has stopped. That's problematic. May need to have a wee look at our civics again. Let's just cancel codified laws. Maybe. Oh, look at this. We're just being destroyed on the society screen. We don't even have a religion. Literally. Okay. We're gonna have to just cancel one civic, but more importantly, swap to this and try and just smash out the hanging gardens now. Oi, oi, oi! 5 more likes, victory over that goal is in sight. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, so this will give us, I think, 20, 20 stability. So that'll help prop us up so that we can keep going, pushing our stability to the absolute limit. We're at 30 again, though, so, you know, we're at the comfortable threshold. But let's still build this, I think. I think we still build this. We still build. I'm hearing murmurs of reroll in the chat. I feel like it's still salvageable-ish. Don't give up hope just yet. These first turns will definitely be slow, but our ability to ramp If we can find New Zealand, our ability to ramp may be incredible. Go for the garrisons? Yeah, totally. Totally. We could research garrisons and start putting them down. But for the time being, I mean, we may as well build the Hanging Gardens. Remembering also, it will give us the super improvement on gold, which is pretty beneficial. 200 likes gives +5 stability. Oh my goodness, it does, unexpectedly. It unexpectedly does. Hey Kurt, thanks for subscribing a few seconds ago. I see you.
It's just a big pile of rock.
This has never happened to me because I've never been in a position in a game where I haven't been influential. I've always had enough territories to be influential. How fascinating. A revolution will happen. The people are rising up. 5 turns, we're getting a -20% on everything. Huh. That is really fascinating. I've never seen this before. So this is happening because I don't have enough territory, so I'm not producing enough influence, and because I'm not producing enough influence, I'm being railroaded by theirs. And that's really tanking my stability as well. Man, being stuck on Tasmania is tough, isn't it? Wow. And there isn't really a way for me to improve that. I could have researched, I mean, oh my goodness. That is killer. That is killer. Reroll because of revolution. I'm hearing murmurs at the reroll. Oh, and look at that. We smashed 200 likes. You go, you beautiful yous. Considering it's a real-world map, it shouldn't be hard to find New Zealand. Max raises a good point. Let's just persist a little bit longer. A little bit longer. I feel like it could nearly be salvageable. That's how the AI feels. You're right. This is literally how the AI feels every game. Because it is. Every game I dominate them in terms of influence. I've never seen this before. 230. Oh, 201. Ahoo, I see you. Okay. Let's just finish these. At least finish the Hanging Gardens. At least finish the Hanging Gardens. Oh, I should absolutely end that Carthage poll, shouldn't I? Okay. I'm curious. I'm quite curious. What does chat think now about re-rolling? I'm still going to persist with this, don't get me wrong. I think New Zealand is still potentially our saviour, but I just would like to sort of get a mood check, if you will. Have our opinions changed at all? On the bright side, we've just completed the Hanging Gardens. Which is fun. So that's going to give us a little bit of stability here. It's not going to be enough, though, because we're in revolt. But the revolt will only last 5 turns. So after the revolt is done, after the revolt is done, we should be fine. Right? Look at that. We're going back up. The revolution ends! Huzzah! And in these times of calm, we receive plus 40 stability, and now we're at 100%. So, how do you like me now? Huh? How do you like me now? That's what I think of you. Brilliant. Stability, online. Hanging Gardens of Babylon, online. We're now getting the wondrous effect from gold. It's big. It's big. But I like watching the mess unfold. Yeah. If you're watching this live stream, you likely do like watching mess unfold. A civilization benefits from its proximity to others, so we've got a little technological osmosis here that we can choose to either boost research by 31 science, or unlock city defense, which would give us those crucial garrisons. Let's do that. Let's grab the free tech. The 31 science isn't huge, but really, we need our scientists back in here. Pretty quick smart. These guys need to be back in here. We're researching far too slow. So let's put them back to work, you crazy fools. We will also get a couple of garrisons going. I like the idea of having one at the harbour. I think that's fun and on theme. So let's shift that in as a slight priority. The reroll vote, by the way, is roughly 2/3 in favour of no. I love that. I love that. Dying is fun. Yeah. I haven't really properly lost yet either. But I don't think we're going to die. I think once we get the new world, there is hope here. I'm optimistic. At the very least, I'm optimistic. The good news about being absolutely overrun by societal pressure is we're getting all of these technologies. Let's now spend 208 gold to unlock bronze working, which is pretty good for us because now we can get this copper improved, which is a really powerful science tile. Fantastic result. I'm going to buy that district outright. We will build that one garrison and then... actually, let's improve copper first. It's only going to take a turn. We'll improve our copper, which will net us a little bit of extra science. Every little bit counts, right? Losing is learning, and we've learned Tasmania's rough. Hey, we haven't lost yet, Alan, but yes, a good point. A very good point. What is the game speed, Siegfried? Or Siegfried. It is normal. A normal speed game. Another Osmosis event. We're getting them basically every turn, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Now we can get forced labor. Let's get that. Brilliant. We're just picking up all of these crappy techs that we've skipped over, which is kind of, in a way, rewarding us for beelining towards our ocean-faring technologies. So I kind of like that. It sort of feels on theme. I like it a lot. Use merchant skill to build the copper improvement. Oh, I should have. Too late. We could use it for iron. Let's use it for iron. It only took a turn, so probably not the end of the world, right? Oh yeah, I could also be trading with my trade partner up to north as well, couldn't I? Let's maybe propose a trade everything deal. 325 gold. I can't accept that yet, but that would probably be kind of good for us, so let's just let that sit there. +1 combat strength or +10 food. Let's go with the +10 food. Brilliant. And we're just going to leave that pending, as I say. Sorry, can't quite accept that yet. Well, I have the game, the pacing is off at Jumbo Pixel. Yes, Psycho, I do agree. The pacing needs some tuning. I don't think it's terrible, but it needs some tuning. Lamau Yeet with the world. Tasmania, the island-wide city. Literally, it's going to be like Singapore. It's going to be like real-life Singapore. I need to keep on top of my infrastructure here as well. I never keep on top of infrastructure, so I'm going to make that a priority. I think also it might pay... Oh, we can probably just colonize the New World with this one guy. I was going to say it might pay to send an extra unit. No, actually, it will pay to send an extra unit. Let's send one extra unit with the Scout. So we at least have two boys off to New Zealand. Again, this condescending person is just offering me a deal I just cannot accept. I'm going to have to refuse. It's unfortunate, but I'm going to have to. So close to being able to embark. How are we? Okay, we're but a few turns away now, folks. Another Osmosis event. Is it going to be... Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Now we're at a point where we can't afford to just buy it, so we'll just grab the tech boost, which actually isn't a terrible thing because it's going to get us towards our embarkment goal a bit quicker, which will be just enough time for our anti-cavalry unit to wander its way over to the shores here, and finally, we will set sail into the new world. Finally. Okay, let's connect up these boys. And next turn, we embark. Great success. Fantastic. Now, yes, we do run the risk... Oh, look, we get to create a religion! I feel like we're a bit late to this, but let's go with shamanism, because obviously we don't have enough territories to warrant the other. Have you ever seen a religion created so late in the game? Oh, absolutely killer. Let's get the shared project online, though. The trouble is, we need to find somewhere to put it that isn't productive. Maybe over on this island. We'll throw it over on that island. It'll give us some faith and some stability, so we'll prioritize it. Now, you're right. These units will take damage. These units will take damage in open seas, particularly without a vessel to accompany them. It might actually be worth just building... I mean, although this is only a coastal ship anyway. Let's just risk it for the biscuit. We're too deep. We're too deep into this mess not to. Basically. I don't even have organized warfare, so If if we get into trouble, we're really gonna get into trouble. I left for 40 minutes and I see nothing has changed. Should have re-rolled Lamau. Hey, hey, hey! Something very important has just changed. This. We can now sail. Unfortunately, we're gonna need probably access to these tiles. Oh, what the heck is going on here?
I hope you don't mind if I stare.
Okay, cool. They've accepted open borders, so we'll be able to at least sail through their territory now. That is something. That is something. The reroll poll, I'm just going to leave it going, because it's kind of interesting. At the moment, it's still in favor of not rerolling, which I really respect, because this has turned into more of a humankind experiment than anything at this point. And I like it. Still sooner than Catholicism in the timeline. Hey, good point. And look how well it did. If it can do well, so can I. So can I, and this poor little religion down here. It's NZ or bust. It's New Zealand or bust. It's the only option we've got. Oh, hold the phone. Actually, a new player enters chat. Kia ora, Devilish. Long-time supporter of the channel. Super chatted. $1.99 on top of the many $1.99s that you've given me. My goodness, I appreciate you. And of course, our religion will be on theme as a result. Thank you very much. Let's continue to nip through these coastal tiles around the southern coast of Australia, and immediately we've bumped into another border. Another border in my face. We know roughly where New Zealand will be, right? It's going to be... You know, actually, if it were truly on theme, it would be actually quite low in the map. But I feel like maybe the geography is slightly off and it's probably going to be up high. Okay, so Tassie is here. And then we sort of have to scroll quite a bit until we get back to Tassie. So that probably puts New Zealand around here, I would imagine. Around there. We need to get here. About 20 tiles that way. So... So let's try, I suppose. Let's try. We need to stay in coastal tiles, otherwise we will take damage over time. So let's maybe nip into these borders. Brilliant. They haven't closed off their borders to us, whoever this is. We don't even know who it is, which is probably to our benefit. So let's try and not discover them and just sneak through their coastal tiles. Rerollers for cowards. Early suffering will lead to greatness. I hope. I hope so too, friend. Let's see.
Neighbors, raiders on horseback. It's going
Okay.
to be a challenge to put up with.
Okay, we've discovered them, and they are condescending like everybody because we're these Tasmanian tribes people. Unfortunately, now that we've discovered the Huns, we're going to have to negotiate open borders with them as well. They allowed it, which is nice. We probably won't push for that trade, although I think we should maybe do a bit more trade with these guys, right?
Tell me about yourself.
Oof. Oof. I could take some... I'm gonna have to get that trade everything license with them. How much gold do we have? Nearly enough to do it. Alright, we might do that soon. We might do that soon, but for the time being, we've negotiated open borders with the Huns. Uninstall if New Zealand's not there. I'm just gonna delete my channel. It's just a... Oh, no New Zealand. See ya. Do we need the wheel? We don't even... Do we need roads? No. Maybe we should push through for an advanced technology instead. We do need research quarters, right? We need those scientific improvements, which actually probably irrigation should come first. Really basic infrastructure that is probably quite helpful. So let's grab that. Let's absolutely grab that. And continue our quest to find the mighty New Zealand. Can we find it? I really hope so. I really hope so. I'm not quite sure how far north I should go along the Australian coastline here, because I'm not quite sure where the mapmakers put it. And there will come a point where we have to just sail into open ocean and unfortunately hope for the best. Which really sucks. But it's true. Like, there will get to a point where we have to just hope for the best. And hope that it's there. Unless maybe the developer is kind and they've put a coastal bridge for us. Here's yet another AI player. Hello, friend. May you please give me passage through your sweet, sweet coastline? Yes, we've been quite lucky. 3 for 3 so far. No one has dicked us. Oh, we got some Osmosis events to handle as well. Thank you for reminding me. Let's grab the tech boost. Brilliant stuff. We will osmose our way toward philosophy, I think, next. Get those really crucial scientific districts down so that we can start getting some scientists working. In the meantime, let's continue our mighty quest for New Zealand. Brilliant. We are very behind. Don't be fooled. We are very behind. Maxime reckons that the AI will already have New Zealand. I reckon they won't. I reckon they won't have sailed there. Even though we're technologically inept, we're probably at least on par in terms of our ocean-faring technologies. I reckon. Purely because we beelined towards it. But I reckon we're on par. We are approaching... Oh, we're approaching around halfway up Australia, which means probably New Zealand is... we're probably going to make landfall somewhere. What would be really funny if there were barbarian tribes that had established on New Zealand already. That would be pretty funny. Let's have a peek into the open ocean. We can afford to stray out 2 tiles just to have a look. Unfortunately, nothing. Okay. Not if the map had a spawn point on New Zealand. I feel like New Zealand is going to be the technical New World continent, and it won't have a spawn point, but you're right. If it does, I don't know what happens next, Maxime. Reckon it doesn't matter either way because it will be yours. Me and my my scout and my spearman devilish, we're just going to take it by force. Love it. Love it! Let's get the extra food. Let's get the science. How are we doing for stability? Actually not terrible. So maybe I don't need any more. +1 money on market quarters, +3 money on the plaza. We're probably going to want some market quarters soon, right? But for the time being, really, I think we just want a little bit more industry down. Also, we'll grab that stability project before it, just to help balance that out, and that's probably pretty good. It's probably pretty good. NZ should be lower. It should be, but it can't really go lower. So, I am familiar roughly with where it is on a map. It would be fair to say. Roughly. I feel like it would be pretty hard to cram it all in down just here, though. It's likely to at least be 2 territories in size, probably 3. In which case I can't see it being... Or, put it this way, I think we should be able to find it here. We might need to keep going with the ocean-faring technologies next and actually get us a proper boat. It's a shame that real boats are unlocked so late in the piece. Although maybe if we buy a transport vessel, we could just send that out and yeet it into the ocean. What I'm hoping for is just to find Australia's widest point, which we should be getting to very soon. It does taper back in again at some point, around halfway up it. Looks like we're nearly there. Once we get to the taper point, we'll sort of extend our reach out and hope and pray. Look, like this. This is what I want. I want to find coastal tiles that are quite far out from the actual coastline itself. That way I can test the waters. Osmosis event. Thank you. I always forget it. I wish it would come up in an actual pop-up, not just a notification down the bottom here. We'll grab the research boost. Nice. And +50% faith, +10 stability, or +20 science. Let's go with the +20 science. You bet your backside we're going with the +20 science. Isn't NZ right from Tasmania? Yes, geographically, but you'll notice that this is the bottom of the map. So even if the very bottom of New Zealand is aligned with Tasmania, and assuming it scales, it should still come up to like here. Because you need to have Stewart Island, which will be a territory, I'm hoping, and then the South Island, and then the North Island. But either way, these units will die in open ocean, so we have to try and find coastal water to peer out from, to try and get a bit of visibility. And it looks like this is Australia's widest point. From here, I'll probably go diagonally down and try and find landfall. And if we don't find it, then we'll have to go back and research a boat. Oh boy. Okay, I do actually just have to use a little bit of extra movement, so I'll just sort of dart around here for a bit. But, oh no, this is it. We have to hope and pray. V-line for Papua New Guinea. And yeah, actually, that would be the other option. Let's actually then, maybe, divert these guys off from each other, okay? We send one explorer to New Zealand, and we send the other one continuing up the Australian coastline. Hopefully we make it to Papua New Guinea, or Indonesia if it's in this map. I'm not sure if it is, right? Hopefully we make it there. Let's do that. Now we've got 2 New World exhibitions. The alternative, you're right, Maxime, is to try and just conquer Australia, which we could absolutely, I reckon, maybe pick on these guys. We could pick on these guys as a backup. But Tasmania will need to build itself up a bit more before then, I suspect. We can get at least one scientific district around this copper. Maybe a second one. It's not really going to get much in terms of adjacencies, but maybe a second one there, just to sort of border near it. Another osmosis event. Oh my goodness. All the research. The beauty of being a fool. I'm too stupid to learn for myself, but man, I can copy everyone else. Wheel is a free tech at this point, so we might as well grab it. We also would really like to get iron, because we have a couple here on our borders, so let's grab that too. And then, I think, it's probably worth beelining for something that can actually help me. Maybe foreign outposts. Probably the best we can do. Although, is that really beneficial? Or would I prefer to just focus on what I do best? Upgrades to industry. Focus on the task at hand and hope and pray that our scouts can find us something better. I think actually that is the play. We have to put... Yev says annoying voice. Sorry, Yev. There's nothing I can do about it, friend. I mean, I guess I could put a voice changer on. What do you think, chat? Should I just stream with a voice changer from now on? Because I'm annoying? Probably. Let's station that guy and continue to move this guy up north. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. There's actually quite a bit of openness here. Boys, it's a one-way trip. Let's do our best friend to find the land of our future. Absolutely right, No Name. We're surging towards the new world. We're surging towards the new world. This is the scary part now, though. We have to go into the open ocean. Okay. Good luck, you brave boy. I am so nervous for this unit. Good luck out there. Good luck and Godspeed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, obviously it's claimed because we're still within coloured borders, so we'll continue to move forward. Oh, these guys are going to take increasing damage. Every movement counts. I think I go down this way and then across one. Oh. Suicide galleys. You're right, Paul. It is the Civ 3 suicide galleys trick, rather. We're just sending it off in hopes that he can find New Zealand. Oh, da-na-na-na-na. Okay, new plan. Give me a boat. See if you can find a boat. We're just going to buy it instantly.
Can be projected across the oceans.
How many... Okay, this boat has 4 movements, right? That scout only had 2, this boat has 4. Maybe, if we board the vessel with a new buoy, we might be able to get a little bit of extra movement and therefore discover New Zealand. This time, though, I reckon we just launch a bit further south. Like, we could probably launch from here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably our bet. However, we still have the hope of Papua New Guinea to north, so we're absolutely going to roll with it. I noticed the poll is slowly changing towards re-roll as well. I notice you. I see you. And I feel you. I feel your pain. I absolutely feel your pain. And looks like there are a couple of people in chat who don't mind my voice so much, so maybe I won't get that voice changer after all. New Zealand was too good a place to share with Tasmania. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, controversial opinion. Okay. Here's our much faster boarding vessel. And here is our unit who wants to jump on board. A more professional attempt for attempt number 2 to nag New Zealand. All ships have different interactions with deep water. You can check their unit description. Yes, they do. Currently, I don't really have any unlocked that that are particularly helpful for deep water. I don't believe. Where's that? Let's have a look, actually. Let's have a wee canvas. So, we can get this ship, which is a boarding vessel and a navigator, damaged by consecutive turns in deep water. Not ideal. Where is the next one? Seafaring Mastery. Receives less damage from consecutive turns. It's the cog. The cog. My goodness, the cog is really what we need. Another Osmosis event. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 138 tech. That is brilliant for us because that gets iron. And now we can actually use our merchant ability, I'm hoping. Yep, whammo. Set up that extractor for free. Brilliant. Another Aerostar. We're getting our Aerostars really slowly because because we just can't get some of these, right? We literally just cannot get the expansionist Aerostars, which is unfortunate because it puts us in a really bad spot. A really bad spot. But it is what it is. Okay. Does this army... No. So it loses its extra movement. So we're going to have to, like, leave the scout behind, actually, and just send the ship out by itself at first, probably. Yeah, this was a real bad start. If we play this map again, which I would like to, we might re-roll like 5 times at the start and just see what it can actually give us, right? I think that's probably the play. But, again... Don't lose hope just yet. There is still an option here. The Umayyads. Okay, so we need another open border treaty. Thank you. Oh, yep, no, they did accept it. They just thought about it for a minute. They played as the Harappans, which is super strong. We've made it to the top of Australia, and my goodness, it's a chonga. Look at how big this bad boy is. Good starts on the game could literally be over by someone finishing the tech tree. Yeah. A powerful start could have you in a very powerful spot right now. That's for sure. Oh, such an industry penalty there. Hey, that's cool. That's a nice little tooltip. I like that a lot. I can't afford to expel population. I don't have enough. Oh, the city that is Tasmania, though. What a juicy territory. What a juicy territory. And look at me remembering to grab the science osmoses. Brilliant. Okay, Scout. Next turn you will go your separate way, or more importantly, the boat will go its separate way right now. It's got 4 movement, so we can extract a little bit more value out of it. Let's give it a whirl. Send a scout to go and explore Australia. Hey, yeah, good point. Let's actually just ditch this guy right here, put it on auto explore, and see what it can find. It's instantly gonna die.
But that doesn't mean they're enjoyable.
Why? Why you do this to me, game? Not like this. What a lol. What a lol. Who suggested that? Whose was that suggestion? Average, I'm blaming you for this. I'm blaming you for this. Okay. Okay, new alternative plan is probably to build up a little army and send them there instead, right? Maybe we go by force instead. Maybe we go by force. No, I don't retreat. I don't want them to get any more war support against me. I would rather lose a one-turn scout than, excuse me, than retreat in that case. Yeah, not interested in the big retreat move. In this case, though, I will retreat. Because I need to go and explore the sea anyway. Run! Use those retreat movement points to your advantage, and please find me New Zealand. Now the AI is realizing that they can fight me, and they're just absolutely abusing me on every point now. This is really going dark. Right. You're committed now. You just have to commit. Sail me across the open ocean. Find me something. Please. Nothing. Nothing. Our hopes are quickly vanishing. There's lots of coastal water here, though. This is my one hope. My one hope is Papua New Guinea at this point. Oh my goodness. No pressure, Papua New Guinea, but there is a lot riding on you. Eagle-eyed scouts. Give it to me. Desperately give it to me. Now we have a little bit of extra vision at least. Look at all of this, by the way. Oh man, Australia is such a powerful map, and Tasmania is clearly such a garbage start. Look at of course, the Great Barrier Reef. Look at the science. +3 science from every single coastal tile along northern Australia. How good are these AIs doing against me with all of this science? Imagine. Holy moly, look at this. Let me turn on resource icons here for a sec. Oh. Imagine getting that start. Plan on the newest patch, friend. Okay, we have to retreat. We do have to. Holy moly. Woof. Devilish, the science. Oh, and if you had the religion that would improve those tiles as well. Holy moly, dude. That is nuts. That is nuts. Okay, that last poll ended on 54% reroll. I don't retreat. I don't want to support the war support. Retreats. I have to now. I have to. Back then I had choice. I had options. I had units, other units to move. This time I have literally nothing. Literally nothing. So it's retreat or bust at this point. It's going to take me far too long to get another unit all the way up here. Right? All the way up. Like, we just couldn't do that. So we're going to have to retreat with the scout, which is absolutely surrounded on every front. Go, you little beauty! Go! Unfortunately, the fact that they've got cogs makes me think that, that even if we find a new world, it may already be taken. Look at this romper of an army. Oh, folks. Folks. Go, you little Tassie, you! Go, you beautiful little territory! Oh. Oh. Oh, I could check the deeds and cheat. Feels bad, man. Also, wonders? Just not happening for us. We're being absolutely bullied. Retreat that way. At least they retreated the right way. We can't retreat again. Oh boy. Folks, I think realistically, it's probably time that we re-roll on a faster speed and see if we get stuck with the Tasmania start every time. So, I think we should also maybe have a look at these deeds. It's a good point. Uh-oh. Interesting. Is it time now to re-roll? Do we concede defeat that we lost our scouting, all of our scouting parties due to massively overpowered AI? Battleships are my answer, but the tech is just so far away. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's just ludicrously far away. Can you resign and we can see what the AI did? Yes! Okay, looks like chat is in favour of re-rolling. So, let's first just save it just to have a save, just in case we want to come back to it. Now let's let's resign and see just what the AI managed to get through in that time while we were stuck in Tassie. We were naturally 8th, which is just abysmal. In terms of fame, you can see they were around 4 times higher. Food, there was no competition. Industry even, what we were supposed to do well at, we did well up until around turn 20, we were leading, and then the fact that we didn't get any other territories just shanked us. Influence, we had nothing. Population, naturally, we had nothing. Research, woof. Yeah, look how fast they were eclipsing us. Look how fast they were eclipsing us. Insane. Insane. Absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, in terms of cities, they actually, I mean, cities, I guess cities and territories have 2 very different stories. Military, we never stood a chance. Money, no problemo. Okay, that is really interesting. Who was winning? Edgar. Okay. So, let's just have a look now, purely for test sake, right? What happens if I start a new game? So let's go play, new game. We'll keep everything the same. We'll go blitz speed, just so it's quick, if we choose to play it. We'll stay on Empire difficulty. I think that's a reasonable spot for us to be. And we'll keep the Australia map on. Let's see where we spawn this time, having not changed anything about our character or the AI characters. Let's see. Just literally just a reroll, right? Changing no conditions, granted except for the game speed, which shouldn't impact spawn locations. Let's see where we spawn this time. Let's see where we spawn. Yeah, the map is, it's not just Australia, it has New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and some other islands.
A new world.
We've spawned in Tassie again. Okay.
There is so much to see,
Interesting.
to do, to learn. Or, depending on one's preferences.
Let's concede defeat. And this time, we should test it one more. Stephen, Stephen, thank you so much. Stephen, with the $5 Canadian super chat. I appreciate the effort. A super fun experiment. Thanks, dude. I hope so. I hope it's not too lame. Let's try one more time with this map. But this time, let's change everything about ourselves. We'll be a lion. We'll be green. And maybe even... We'll just like randomize a couple of these. Literally just like change some stuff up just to see if I can somehow trigger it into spawning me somewhere else. Maybe changing the map size to huge might help it work better. That could be a thing. Because it is clearly meant to be huge, and I don't think I had it set to huge. So let's try that as one more reroll, and just see what it does. But just see what it does. Maybe it doesn't help, maybe it does, I don't know. This is a custom map, a custom real-world Australia map. So it includes Australasia as a continent as well. So you've got New Zealand, you've got Papua New Guinea, that sort of South Pacific region, but continental Australia is the main chungus in the map. You can try to edit the map. Yeah, okay, so that just has not worked. It seems that regardless of what we do, we are actually put on Tassie. Okay, back me out. Go to local multiplayer and swap your spawn slot. Spawn points are fixed. It's a shame it fixes me to the same one every time. I was hoping it might, basically I was hoping it might randomize the slots for me. But clearly it does not. Okay, so, if I go to, what's your suggestion, sorry, Dwarf? If you spawn in a different, so if I go to local multiplayer, and then I Then what? Please send help in chat. Immediate help chat, please. I love how it just doesn't have a description. We also have this huge Earth map that we could play, but it doesn't have the whole Earth in it, which is kind of unfortunate. But that could also be another backup. I have it here as a backup. If we go... Map editor... We could also have a fiddle around in here, and maybe just remove a Tasmania spawn. That way no one gets stuck there. Because I feel like it really should be more of a New World continent, right? Here it is. Here is literally our spawn. Hey, look, now we actually get to see the whole... Oh, look! I was wrong! They literally just cut New Zealand off! I'm so triggered by that. They just cut it off! So where did we go to? We went there and then... Okay, so actually, that was probably still our best bet, to go from that coastal tile to that coastal tile. Alternative would probably just be straight from Tassie down to there. But it looks to be about equidistant. I do feel that was probably still just slightly a better bet. But it's freaking close. And then what did we have? We had some islands up to the north. Oh, we were so close to there as well, weren't we? I think we ended up around here. So if we kept going, we could have got to Papua New Guinea. Loads of islands. Loads of islands. But as you can see, continental Oz, the big deal. The real deal. Burn the creator of the map. Right, so where are these spawn points? Here they are. Wait, what? There's not even one here. Oh, maybe they're not set at all. Has the creator only set one? What the heck? Alright, yep, cool. Okay, right. So... so here it is. Thank you for helping me. I haven't actually made my own map yet. I just watched John Levo's channel about Tasmania. I looked and found this channel. Are you guys in-game or investigate of the old realm? At the moment, we're just having a look at the map because we were being forced to spawn at Tasmania. So... how do I then remove this? If you could let me know. I haven't actually set spawns yet in a map, so I just do not know how it works. I guess I could allow myself to start in New Zealand, but that feels like a big nerf. Maybe we just set ourselves up somewhere where an AI isn't spawning, like this coast of Aussie, or potentially this coast as well, right? That looks pretty good. Why are they so close together? Literally, why are they so close together? Like, that is so dumb. That is so dumb. So maybe we remove... I'm not quite sure how to remove this Tassie one. Oops. Too many spawn points. Remove some. I would love to! Having designated spawn points does kind of suck. I agree, but also, like, if you're making a map, I think it kind of makes sense. Maybe click them as Australian big cities. Yeah. Yeah, that would make some sense. Yeah, totally. It's like ACT, Sydney, Brisbane, Canberra, New South Wales. Yeah, yeah, it's literally just main Australian cities. It would be impossible, wouldn't it? It's just too far away. It's like we need to pick up New Zealand and just, like, yeet it right here, really. That is just ludicrously far away. Maxime, right-click next to the spawn point to remove it, and then drag on the spawn point. Right-click next to remove it, and then drag. Huh? Oh. Ah, I see you. That's fun. But now for some reason I've set 3 starting points for number 1. I'm just, this is just ridiculous. Let me just reverse these stupid changes. Okay, now, looks like if we go 8, we have, okay, so we're back to default. Brilliant. I think the map maker might have used a tracing tool. Ah, yeah. Oh my god, if I hold right click, I just make 1,000,000 spawn points. Imagine this Tasmania spawn. Maybe not. No, sorry Bob. So can I not remove these? Are these fixed? I think these are fixed. Okay, well... Spawn point 1. Ah, I see you. Spawn point 2 is in the same place. Why are 1 and 2 are in the same place? But then when I go 8, 1 is down here. Is that... Ah, is that... So this is like, if there are 4 players, they will spawn 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. If there are 6 players, they will spawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Tasmania actually only becomes a spawn at 6 players deep. I think that's how that works. Oh! Right click next to the spawn point, hold right click, and go over the spawn point you want to delete. Ah. So, right click next to the spawn, right click, hold, drag over. Thank you so much. Okay, now we can set our spawn point because we know that we are spawn number 8, right? That's the key. So, thank you so much, Maxime. Super helpful. Appreciate you. So, I guess we settle up here. This looks like a pretty open spot for us. I like the fact that they're all on Australian cities. Like, that's quite cool. I'm happy to leave them as they are, although 5 and 7 have really powerful spots. We could set our spawn on New Zealand and play the New Zealand start, which I think could be fun. Or we set it up here in the Northern Territory of Australia, in what is a really bountiful, powerful position, and actually have a proper go at this map. How do you want to play it? I'm going to post a poll now, and whatever wins, we'll go with. Our 2 options are, we either set the spawn in the Northern Territories of Australia, which I'm going to call North Aussie, or we set in New Zealand. Now, New Zealand will definitely be more of a memey start, and settling on it will not half Zealand. Yeah, that's a point, no name. Settling on it will limit us again in that we'll be separated from the mainland Australian continent. We could edit it a little bit while we were here. We could add the Chatham Islands, for example, which aren't a continent. Like, we could sort of build it up a bit. If we settle in Northern Australia, we're settling in a really fun spot with a whole load of scientific tiles and a lot of land. A lot of land. We're always number 1. Okay, yeah, we'll make sure that we set as number 1. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Devilish with the $1.99 super chat. Devilish voting for King of the North, and it looks like that's the vote. Half New Zealand is too tiny to do anything. Yeah, I feel you. I absolutely feel you. Okay, so you guys are saying that I'm 1. But Tasmania was 8. So are we sure that I was 1 or was I 8? I'm not entirely clear on that. Either way, let's put down our spawn position here on coastal Australia. 8. Brilliant. Tez was 1, no you won. I just want some clarity, chat. It was 1 before. You number 1. Tez was 1. Okay. So I need to maybe just reset all of these then. Let's just reset all the spawns for next time, so that we know, or for this time, as it were, so that we know exactly what we're doing, because this map maker was a fool. No offense, map maker. I like the realism. I do like the realism. Okay, so I'm number 1, right? So, let's go North Australian start. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this. Oh, man. What a map. What a freaking map. Okay, so I think we do put one start point. Oh, sorry. I think I need to... Am I doing this right? Why are there no numbers here now? Okay, so I popped down 8 of those squares. You'll always spawn on the southernmost point. Are you for real? Tasmania 1 was on 8 players. Yeah, I thought it was too. This map maker is ludicrously confusing. But actually I really like it though. I'm so torn on it. I'm so torn on it. It's a bug. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, take me back to default. So, here's default. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're right. Look, it's literally just to north. So I'd have to settle everyone up here. I'd have to settle every single one up here and then just put me on Australia. Would be the only way to make this work. Is that... Literally, that's the only way that I could play on Northern Territory. But I guess I could still play down south, right? New patch already needed for new patch. New patch broken. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this world, I spawn here. This is the plan. In theory, that should be it, right? So let's go Australia, South spawn. Save that. And let's see if I'm number 1 or number 8. Let's see if it spawns north to south. And let's also see... My game just crashed. My game just crashed. Yes, Block is right. Apparently the numbers shuffle. And so I just spawn at the southernmost point. Apparently a bug in the game is it will spawn me at the southernmost point. It literally crashed my game. It literally crashed my game. But I'm going to just see, maybe it did save after all. And if it didn't, I suspect it's probably just going to crash my game again. So maybe we just don't touch that Australia map with a freaking barge pole. Because it is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. Will it even give me the option of choosing it? Oh yeah. Okay. It has actually saved. I think it will crash the game as soon as I try and launch it. But let's see. Yeah, definitely. The spawn's really strong. If the spawn works, I'm going to play on humankind difficulty, not anything lower, because it's a powerful start, and I don't want to be too advantaged. Like, it's kind of a memey powerful start, right, Van Excel? Like, it's certainly a bit of a meme game, and what will probably happen is the AI will swallow each other and become one mega powerful AI, so I'll actually end up with a reasonable challenge. But in order to make it a reasonable... We've spawned on...
It is time to
It worked!
speech and leap into the future.
It worked. Didn't it? Yes!
Delicious.
It did. It did. I think we're actually off Tasmania. Yes! We fixed Australia! Okay. Brilliant. Woohoo! We finally did it. We finally did it. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, we fixed the map. Brilliant. Now, I'm just going to take a super quick break, literally like 30 seconds, and then we'll set up this game. Let me know your suggestions in the chat if there's anything we should do, by the way. I'm all ears. Righto. So, humankind difficulty. Good job, woohoo. The weather's nice, hey? The weather's nice, hey? Is it, Omni? You tell me. Alright, so, this is how this game is gonna go. Spawn some players north of Australia in the map editor. Don't want everyone in New Guinea. Do we not want everyone in New Guinea? I kind of feel like we do. I don't want to touch the map editor again in case it breaks everything. Anyway, this is what the game will look like. So, yep, 8 players, huge map. Maybe we could go... Maybe fast? Let's try fast on humankind difficulty. Absolutely. Let's play it on as hard as we can... I'm just not going to finish that. Let's play that. So it'll be humankind difficulty, fast mode, huge Australia map, with hopefully, and let's just test it one more time, but hopefully a proper start. Hopefully a proper start. I don't think I can change the number of players. I tried to turn it down for a meme and I couldn't. Yes, thank you. Yep, swapped it over. Thanks very much.
Infinite store. Here is where it begins.
Yep, so that spawn is working as intended. We are definitely spawning in the southernmost spawn, and that's working fine. So I think this will be the play, right? I think it's gonna be humankind difficulty, fast mode, so it's a little quicker, so we don't have to like dwell too much on what we already know. And then this is it? Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
If you learn nothing else, you could...
Brilliant. Alright, well, unfortunately, folks, I do have to end here. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. It is 10:30, and I've got to run. Do we want to continue this next time? Do we want to play the Australia map again? Or do we want to play... If I just pop back to the main menu... I also found this other map that I think could be kind of fun. I'll just show you it really quickly here at the end of this video. Where are we? Maps. This huge Earth map. Now, it's not all of Earth. Oh, we nearly got to 250 likes. Thank you so much. That is just outstanding. Have a look at this map. I think this one could be fun. Maybe if we open it in the map editor, you can get a feel for what it looks like. Because, of course, I've seen it when I downloaded it. So Let's go map editor. Have a look at this. This was the best huge Earth map I could find. There could be better ones out there, and if you know some, do let me know. Maybe comment on this video when it's published, and comment like their name, or just hit me up on Twitter or anywhere really. You should be able to find me. There's also this map. Look at this. This map has a little chody New Zealand. A nice looking Australia. It's of reasonable size. Then we have Russia, Ruski, right? The Indian subcontinent. Here's Japan, again looking a little bit chubs. Africa, the UK, Europe, and of course, America. How cool is this map? Oh, thanks Kyle for the 250th like. You are the man. What do you reckon? I reckon we could play Australia next time. Totally here for it. But also, this is a pretty sick one. So I'll just throw a really quick poll for tomorrow's stream. And it will be this time tomorrow. I'll start at the same time. Probably finish around the same time. So yeah, let me know. I'll just quickly throw this in. Give you 1 minute to vote. And then we'll wrap up the stream. Earth or Australia? You decide. I reckon we play this Earth map. Look at it. I feel like there's nearly every country in the world here. I wonder, and the geography looks... I mean, I don't know a huge amount about the specific features of US geography, but it looks like fairly on point. Like, look, Italy, brilliant. Kicked Sicily into the sea. Here we have the Iberian coastline, Spain and Portugal and France and Liechtenstein and Belgium and Netherlands and Germany and all these great places and Denmark and... Oh man, the Arctic Circle looks wicked too. Siberia's quite frozen, looking good. Japan, Mount Fuji in the middle. Should be a bit flatter, but that's alright. We'll allow it. And then Australia, which is actually like a reasonable size, so we won't have to fight over it. Yeah, it's a resounding vote. Earth. It's gotta be Earth, right? Where are the spawn points? That's a great question. One, where humanity started in what is now modern day Iraq. It looks really interesting. Yeah, it looks super interesting. Looks super interesting. I think we play this. I think we definitely play this next time. Let's have a look at the votes. Now, just at the wrap-up, Tasmania. Surely, surely, look at it. This is how big it should be. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, look, the Chatham Islands made it as well. This is really funny for me. This is tiny. Okay, okay, let's see where these spawns are. 8-player mode. Where am I gonna spawn is the question. Probably there. Imagine if there was a spawn in Tasmania. That would be such a big oof. 1, 2, 8 is in Europe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so it looks like all the spawns are in Africa, Europe, and Asia. So Australasia is the New World. And fittingly, the Americas are the New World as well. Interesting. We probably should move someone over... Oh, nah, actually, the map is so big. The map is so big it probably doesn't matter, right? Like, we probably don't want someone to be too... Like, if I put someone here, they will literally just take all of this. So, I'm inclined to just leave the spawns as they are. I think that, like, they're probably laid out in a way that's pretty fair and balanced. And we can spring along some coastal tiles, make it to the New World. Yeah, we'll leave the spawns as the developer intended. Brilliant. Okay, well, the poll was a... You're salivating over the Americas, literally. Look at how juicy this will be. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the stream here and play as default for the first time. I agree. We'll play as default. We'll play on the default settings as the map maker intended. And we will indeed play this map tomorrow. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll be streaming at the same time tomorrow. The poll was 77% in favor of playing the massive Earth map. So we shall indeed do just that. Now, before I wrap up, there are a lot of really important special people to thank today. Just scrolling through to find the right day. We have, in no particular order, Kotala Ininalius with the $1 super sticker, Sat M with the $5 super chat, Van XL with $2 as well into the ring, Devilish with $1.99, Stephen Barlett, $5 Canadian, Devilish with $2, and we had some massive new channel members join as well. Some really big ones, starting with you, unexpectedly, who joined as a megapixel, which is just insane. I can't believe it. What are you doing? Thank you so very much. Andre and Alan as well became members. So too did Max. And... oh, and Tommy Tripod at the very beginning. Sorry, Tommy, it was you. Thank you so much for such a fun stream, and to everyone who tuned out in chat as well. Blocker Chock, Maxime, Darkstorm, No Name, I see you, I hear you, Smoking Crop, Erazathon, Arma, Steve, and Devilish, all of you guys, Empire of Italy, Oakwoods, I see you, I hear you, Brian. Thank you very much for joining me. This was a wonderful live stream. I'm glad that you made it, Rune Eternal, and until tomorrow, everybody, again, same time, same place, we're going to play on this juicy, juicy True Earth map and see how we get on. We'll play on Humankind difficulty as well, maybe. Or maybe we'll play on Empire. Let me know what you think. And until then, everybody, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone.